Today I'm going to teach you the easiest way to pull secrets in Volleyball Legends. Also be sure to subscribe and join Discord because it helps a ton. The secret odds are 0.01% on normal spins and 0.5% on lucky spins. Every weekend though, at least for the past 3 weeks, they've been hosting 2x events, like luck events, along with the update. And when this happens, the odds jump from 0.01% to 0.02, and for lucky spins from 0.5% to 1%, which 1% aren't terrible odds anymore. And I'll go over exactly how to reach those odds, free to play and pay to win. I'm going to talk about level rewards first because I think that's one of the more easiest and direct ways to get lucky style spins and just spins in general in this game. And I marked up every single reward you get from levels 1 to 200. Quick little editors note, these odds were heavily nerfed since it first released. When I was reading out the script originally, I was looking at my old video when the level rewards first got released. What they did is they upped the level rewards to go all the way to 300, but then nerfed the lower level rewards. So keep that in mind. I'll still read off I'll put all the correct statistics on the screen, but just know that they were heavily nerfed. But from levels 1 through 100, you'll get exactly 33 lucky style spins as long as these, as well as all of these rewards. And from levels 1 through 200, so every single level reward you can get, you'll have pulled exactly 105. And I know it's sort of like, okay, who's getting to level 200? But it is the rarest thing in the game, and they want to develop a way to reward you for playing more. And I think this is a solid way to do that. And when combined with the 2x luck weekends and the other ways to get lucky spins currently, I think this is actually very fair and adds a free-to-play way to get a secret, even if it's sort of grindy. Because at the end of the day, they still want you to be playing their game to get the rarest stuff. Currently with the Easter event, we have 6 different eggs and also a golden egg if you combine them, not including the AFK egg. All these eggs have a chance to drop lucky style spins or lucky ability spins, and here's all their odds on the screen now. But when you do combine them, you have a 25% chance to get 3 lucky style spins. Again, even if you don't decide to open them, they all have their own chance to drop lucky style spins or ability spins, so you can open them all individually, and that's still not a bad idea. And you get these just by playing games and scoring when that egg shows up in matches. Adding another free-to-play way to get lucky style spins that's actually not too hard on top of the previously mentioned level rewards. And I know this event isn't going to last forever, but if I had to guess, there will be events similar to this in the future that adds ways to get lucky style spins. The AFK lobby is broadly just yen and also junk you don't want, but currently, like the previously mentioned eggs, there is an AFK egg, albeit with terrible octopus style spins from it, unless you're opening them in bulk. And since you will be mostly pulling yen from here, I'll touch a bit on yen now. The odds on regular spins are 0.1%, and that equates about to 1 in 10,000. And 10,000 spins in this game are about 1 million yen, which I'll admit isn't feasibly reachable, but 500,000 on the lucky weekend sorta is if you save and don't spend on anything else. But odds are you'll never pull a secret with regular yen. Not to say you can't, but the odds are just so very heavily weighed against you. Most likely you won't. It's not really feasible. Until you remember that every 50 of those regular spins acts, at least when trying to pull a secret, as a lucky spin without the pity though. And after spinning 10,000 times, you'll have racked up 200 lucky spins, which would be more than enough to feasibly pull a secret. Say it's 500k yen, which is slightly more obtainable, it would then be 100 pity spins. 250,000 yen would be 50, and 100,000 yen would be 20. So every 100,000 yen, you're effectively getting 20 lucky style spins. And the really nice part about these lucky style spins, or the pity style spins, so every 50 regular spins you get 1 pity spin, is that you can't physically pull a rare uncommon, which is really nice. It's only legendaries and godlies and secrets. But the drawback to that is, of course, there is no pity to that. So it's not like after 100 of those spins, you'll guarantee a secret. Next, I'll move on to rank now, since it's probably the best yen farm, since games are probably much shorter here than anywhere else. It's easy to duo and find games, and ranked nets you much more. The odds can change based on performance, but I find myself a lot of times roughly getting in the 500 to 600 mark for MVPs and wins. Although I do have VIP, so keep that in mind. And the average is probably going to be closer to 300 for ranked games, all things considered, but this is variable. And I know there can only be 100 leaderboard players per category, but while I'm here, I want to talk about it regardless. You can get a ton of lucky spins for placing on the leaderboard, and the easiest one is probably 6v6 by far, as it is the least competitive, but also the least active, so keep that in mind. There's also codes that drop literally every single weekend, and I think when all things considered, give a fair bit of spins out. Nothing crazy, but for sure a fair amount, and if you're putting them in when they drop every weekend, you'll have built up quite a bit of them. Also, here's every active current code in the game on the screen now. I'll touch a little bit more on pay to win methods now. The pay to win method is easy to understand, but I'll throw it out there anyways, and the numbers to go with it. To pull a secret when it's 2 times weekend, it would cost 7,995 Robux, and without 2 times weekend, it would cost 15,999 Robux. I won't lie though, that's like $80 for a secret style, even on 2 times, is kind of crazy, but yeah. And that's every way along with the statistics to pull stuff. I think getting secrets is hard and grindy for sure, but I don't think it's unfair anymore like it was when secrets first released. Most updates we have seen the devs try to add new and free ways to get secrets from playing the game, and that's honestly how it should be, I think. They are the rarest thing in the game, and you're meant to grind for them to a degree. Anyways, tell me if you think it's fair or not, and thanks for watching. See ya.